All right, how y'all doing? How are y'all out there? This is Captain Jack. I am live here. I am 14 minutes late and I am pissed off. I don't know why. I do not know why. I do not know why. But my good camera will not sync and was not recognized. So I'm going with the camera that's on the computer. I mean, it's an okay camera. It's fine. But I have a damn good effing camera right here, and it's not on. So I waited, and I tried to do it, and I tried to do all the other things, and I'm getting more and more and more freaking irritable because it won't come on. And I'm not wasting any more friggin' time. Because everything was on. And I tell you what, it's good over here. So Caps are up 3-0. Good to see you. Frankie Rizzo. Good to hear from you. In fact, I had a music intro all ready to go as well. But I had to get rid of that because I was afraid of it overloading the system. So I got rid of it. I had a nice music intro. So that's gone. So those of you that are on YouTube, you're not going to be able to see what the phone number is, so I'm going to have to let you know. Hey, thanks again there, Jimmy Farrell, and thanks to everybody over here. If you're over here on the Captain Jack page, just make sure you sign up on the YouTube page. I will put it. I will make a note here. So we got the Frankie Rizzo, Tommy Beard, the Caps up 3-0, Jimmy Farrell, Doc Burdett, and Ruben Felu. So what we're going to do here, hey, and Ed Winchell's here. Okay. So I'm doing it. Like I said, I'm pissed off that my camera didn't work. Did the decorator come? Yeah, the decorator came on Tuesday, Jimmy, and I'm getting preliminary work. I'm not going to tell you how much it's going to cost, but it's a lot. So I got to go through all the things that if you saw the show the other night, I showed a look out at the room. I'd show you on the camera, but it's not working. My interlude, everything's gone, and it upsets me. It upsets me. So, I don't know. Yeah, okay. We'll get it. In fact, we're going to go right into my bottom line up front, the bluff. Well, we're not going to start with hockey. We're going to start with basketball. I want to say farewell and following seas to Dwayne Wade and Dirk Nowitzki. Bit adieu to the NBA last night. You know, it was good to see them play for all the times that they've played. Fabulous careers for both Dirk and D Wade. I think Nowitzki only won the one championship when they beat the Heat. I'm good, Eric. Good to see you as well. Well, actually, my blood pressure is up because I'm not using the right camera, which is why, for some reason, let me see. I don't want to close it. I'm afraid I'm going to close it. There's this little spot in the corner that just won't go away. But I'm going to work on it, and I'll get the camera going. I'll see any comments over here on Facebook. Michelle, thank you there, honey. I see Michelle's over there. Please come over to YouTube, even though it's over there. It's not on. And for some reason, my good camera, which is what you always see, would not sync up. It would not read. It was not reading. YouTube would not read the effing camera. So I have to use the base camera. Oh, you did, Eric? Yeah, it's a great poster. Getting back to the bottom line. So again, goodbye to Dirk, goodbye to D Wade. In baseball, Mariners, the best team in baseball, 13-2. I mean, I know that they're really excited up in the Northwest. It's really good to see that. And yeah, I didn't even discuss Magic Johnson just leaving the Lakers. Took everybody by surprise. But you know what? He can see what's coming down the pike, and it's not good. As Tommy so eloquently put it, they are a dumpster fire. But they have the capabilities and the promise they can actually get better at a later time. So we'll see that. Back to baseball. Mariners best in baseball, 13-2. The Rays are 4.5 games up on Jimmy Farrell's Yankees. So good to see that. And I don't even know how many games are up on the Boston Red Sox of Tommy Beard, but the Boston Red Sox are the second worst team in baseball. Giants are about to make a move to the number 1 pick. Hey, Skinny Haas, good to see you. I want to hear about that. I'll have you call in when it's time to call in. So the Giants are going to jump to number 1. That's a great thing to know, and I want to have your words on that. Okay. Let me finish baseball real quick. The NL East, my goodness, when it looked like the Phillies were just going to run away and hide from everybody, no, they're not. 3 teams are at 7-4, with the Nats at 6-5. They're a game back. The NL East is crowded as hell. Looks going to be the best of the divisions of baseball. Brewers and St. Louis are both tied at 8 wins, 5 losses in the Central, and the Padres, the San Diego Padres, are leading the National League West over Ed Winchell's Dodgers by a half game. In football, for most of the folks that are Raider fans, need to know that Jalen Richard did sign his tender at a $3 million contract. I have a listing of all of the Raider players that they have gotten in the offseason. If you haven't been paying attention and you want to know, let me know, and I will comment on that. But here's something else. For fans that need some defensive help, the word is out that Frank Clark of the Seahawks is being offered up by that team. They don't want to pay him that money. So for all you Raider fans that said, hey, we should go out and get Frank Clark, why would you go out and get Frank Clark, who's not even as good as Khalil Mack, and sign him the very next year? Doesn't make a lot of sense. I don't think it's going to happen. Hey, Big Al, good to see you over there as well. But also, if you are looking for a stout defender in the middle, the Bucs have been shopping Gerald McCoy since January. I see, and of course some of the pundits here in Tampa also see, that he'll probably be moved on draft day. So again, in 2 weeks, I will be in Nashville for the draft. I hope you guys will join me. I will do a show after the draft. And when we do the show after the draft, I'll have people call in. But that is the bottom line for the Ask Captain Jack show, which means that I'm going to open up that phone line real quick. Hang on a second. At least hopefully this is working. Hopefully so. And I got my phone on. So if you're on YouTube, the number is 813-699-0834. If you're on YouTube, the number is 813-699-0834. If you're on Facebook, you can see the number, although I got to move this real quick. 1 second. There we go. 813-699-0834. That is the number for everybody. But they can see it here on Facebook. And you missed the old room. Jimmy, trust me, when the room is done, it's going to be fantastic. It's going to be fantastic. Frank Rizzo made a comment. He did do that in a kind of screwed up way. Didn't even tell Jeannie Buss that he was going to have the press conference, and then all of a sudden he announces to the world that he's walking away. Says that he had too much respect for her not to say it. Not to tell her to her face because he was going to cry. I didn't like that. And you're right there, Frankie. That sucked. Who else is here? Thanks to everybody that's here. Come see me on YouTube. Be sure to sign up, subscribe to Captain Jack's YouTube page. Tell me about the Bolts. Well, hopefully, Jimmy Farrell, I'll have some people calling in about the Bolts because your Islanders had a fantastic game beating the Penguins. And I told you I was rooting for the Islanders because I can't stand the Penguins. So the Islanders beat the Penguins in overtime while the Bolts choked, gagged up 3-0 in the first period. Looked like they were going to walk away with it, lose 4-3, 4 unanswered goals. And people in Tampa are kind of they're calling for Cooper's head, which is unique. So we'll see. Skinny Haas, if you got a chance to, I would like for you to call in. Raider Homer's here as well. Thank you to see that. I got folks over there. Chris Lentz is over there. Okay. Thanks there, Chris. You have a good night there, shipmate. And thanks for telling everybody to go to YouTube. I'm going to get this camera worked out. I do not know why. I'm actually going to have it go right into the computer and not through this little contraption. That might be it. So I'll tell you what. How about the Blues? I don't know. Let's talk. What about the Blues? Let's see what the Blues are doing. Okay, in hockey, because St. Louis. Okay, yeah, they beat Winnipeg. Not bad. Not bad. Are you sitting in St. Louis, Frankie? If you are, well, congratulations to the Blues. Leafs are up 3-0. Okay. That was my bottom line up front. Thank you for dealing with me again. Apologies for the camera issue. I will hopefully have it worked out next week. I'm not going to go through this little contraption device if it's going to cause me not to have the camera online. So we'll see. Line is open, 813-699-0834. If you, like I said, if you're on Facebook, you can see the number because they can see it in the camera. If you're on, I can't move. Well, I can move my camera. I can move my computer. I will see if I can. Oh, this is going to suck. Okay. There we go. I'm going to have it do like this. The camera's going to, that's so the people can see. Reggie, Doc Burdett, how you doing there, shipmate? What's going on with you?
Wahoo wah, baby! We got that championship, man. Hey,
I'm glad. I'm
still living off that high.
I'm glad that you called in. I tell you, it's for you as a Wahoo fan or a Who fan to go from being bounced the very first game to a 16 seed in last year's tournament and then winning it all the next year. Congratulations to you there, Doc. It was wonderful. I tell you what, that championship game, the final game, was very close. It was very exciting. And I don't know what to say. I mean, they just ran away and hid, though, in the overtime. I mean, it was like when you look at the overtime, what the score was at the overtime, I'm like, my goodness, it didn't even look like it was close, but it really was a close game. It was fantastic. It was fantastic. Go ahead,
Well,
Doc.
I tell you, Dietrich Hunter has made all the difference, I like to think. I think he's definitely going to be a lottery pick in this draft. He maybe even moved himself from maybe the top 4 slots. Him last year breaking his hand a couple of days before the tournament really hurt us. No excuses. UMBC whooped our tail. They sped up the ball game. And I think that was probably what motivated us this year. I think that was used as a catalyst to say, not again. And I was scared the first game because I was getting nervous at 16. Not gonna lie to you, that game really scared me. And then the other three were like heart attack games. I thought I was gonna have a heart attack the way them games were ended.
Well,
especially Purdue.
I was gonna say, well, and you know what? I missed the Purdue game, but that was the one that the kid from Senegal hit the tip. Was it on a free throw? Put it back or put it in overtime. I remember it was the kid with the blonde hair from Senegal. I remember everybody talking about it. Was put him into overtime to win. So again, UVA. It doesn't matter how you win. What's the old expression, Doc Burdett? Just win, baby. And they did that.
Just win, baby.
They did that. They did that.
Well, I got a question for you. I was watching Mayock today on NFL. We had his interview. I don't know if you got to see that today. We had his press conference.
No, I was queuing it up, but I had to. I'm working late to make up for some of these hours. So I got home, did some prep work. Didn't get a chance. I saw that he had a press conference. Didn't get a chance to do the highlights. But you talk to me. What'd Mayock say?
The two major things I took from it was they really are backing Derek Carr as our franchise quarterback as right now. And they had the other because they're going to do their, like he said, due diligence. So I took that away as, a positive sign that, hey, they're looking and they're always going to do their due diligence. But as of right now, Derek Carr is going to get his year.
Right.
Now, another thing I took, and maybe I misconstrued it and somebody might have taken it a different way. But when he says, well, me as the GM, if I make these picks and we lose, I deserve to get fired.
Yeah.
And I kind of took was that a dig at Reggie?
It's probably a little bit of a dig. It's probably what it says is that obviously Gruden is the guy that's controlling the marionette. I'm not saying Mayock is a marionette, but he's like Geppetto, and Mayock is like Pinocchio in this scenario. So yeah, he better not screw up. By the way, thank you for coming aboard, Serena and Noel. Thank you for coming in as well. Ladies, if you're not subscribed, please go to YouTube. Tonight, my camera on YouTube is actually the bad camera, but I apologize. But the volume is the best. So please go to YouTube to see it. So that's youtube.com/C/Captain Jack Rackham-Levy. Go ahead there, shipmate.
Well, I was trying to use YouTube tonight, but for some reason, maybe it's my area. I just couldn't get you on YouTube tonight. I don't know what was happening.
I don't know.
That's why I came over on Facebook.
Well, hey, whatever works. And like I said, I'm going to check the connectivity. I have a splitter where there's a bunch of different items that are going into one of the because I only have so many outlets for the USB cables. So hopefully, when I get things worked out, maybe that's one of the reasons why I don't know. But it seems to run into. It might be that my USB or my terabyte drive might be sucking in power. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to get
it could
to
be my son too. He's a gamer. He might be taking off my bandwidth. I don't know.
There you go. Serena, I'll tell you what. Go ahead there, Doc. I'm going to write Serena the what do you call it? I'm going to get her the YouTube link. So go ahead, Doc. I'm listening while I'm typing.
Now, with us being 2 weeks away from the draft, I'm particularly hoping that we stay pat. Unless, and I'll say this, we get a really great deal for our fourth pick. Because I really think we got 4 picks and 3 in the first round, and our fourth pick is number 35.
Right.
That's real early in the second round. So I'm hoping if we don't get a major deal, that we kind of get 4 good foundation players, and I'm really hoping mostly defense.
Yeah, I tell you, if people go like what was it, Skinny? What was Skinny's name? Skinny Haas. Thanks for coming aboard, by the way, Skinny Haas. Saying that the Giants are moving up to number one. Now, if that's true, then that means that at least the quarterback is going to be gone. Okay, so if Murray goes, or even if it's not Murray, maybe they're going to surprise everybody and go get somebody else. Maybe it's Haskins. Maybe it's Drew Lock, although I don't think it's Drew Lock. But the point being is that Bosa, Williams, or Josh Allen, one of those guys are going to be there when Oakland picks, okay? And the way things are, if the Cardinals drop down to where the Giants are all in, they got to find a quarterback in New York. They really do. And it does make sense for the Giants to move up, but that means that the Raiders are going to get their pick of one of the top three players in the draft. Now, they're either, in my mind, they're going to get the best end with upside because I like Allen over Bosa, okay? But if the Jets are enamored with maybe whoever's left, it's going to throw a monkey wrench in there. I would rather have Allen over Bosa. Honestly, though, the best player in this draft is Quinnen Williams. And I can say that. Quinnen Williams is going to disrupt people. Quinnen Williams is kind of like...
I think he's going to 49ers pick 2.
Well, we'll see, because the 49ers allegedly are all over Nick Bosa. So if it's true, if Quinnen Williams goes to the 49ers and then the Jets take Bosa at 3, then that means that Josh Allen's available for us. If Quinnen Williams and Josh Allen are gone and they leave us Bosa, man, okay, you take him because he's the best player available. I just don't like Nick Bosa, but that's personal prejudice.
If that's the case, I'd rather trade a little down and go after Sweat.
There you go. I was just going to say that. If you're going to leave me with, if somebody is so enamored, if Nick Bosa's there at 4, I'd like to get Montez Sweat and some more draft picks, because remember, we need a pick in the 3rd round. It'd be good to get another 2nd rounder. If somebody wants to go and trade up so much that they're going to get these picks, we'll see. But there are plenty available, and then we'll see what's going on. And again, thanks for everybody that's over on Facebook. Please come over to YouTube, because that's where I'm going to be the majority of this. The year when the plays are on, during the times of playing, you're going to find me on YouTube. But again, I think the Raiders are going to be an embarrassing spoil of riches real soon. And I can't say. Mr. Wombat wants Josh Allen as well. Tommy Beard wants Clelin Ferrell. I think if they trade back, maybe Tommy, maybe Clelin Ferrell, but we'll see. So what else you got for me,
Ferrell might be available if we trade up with our 24th or 27th pick, and I wouldn't mind getting Ferrell myself, but I want him in addition to somebody else.
Right. Like I said, Quinnen Williams and Ferrell would be awesome. Josh Allen and Ferrell would be awesome, because the one thing I like about Ferrell is he's big and bulky, and he can kind of do what Richard Seymour used to do, which would be he can go inside and go into tackle on some of those rushing downs where you need that push up the middle as well. So Ferrell would be good for that, but we'll see. I mean, I'm actually really, really excited about being in Nashville for the draft, and I can't wait to see what the Raiders get. By the way, I hate saying it, but I gotta put it out. If you want to knock out Doc Burdett, the number is 813-699-0834. 813-699-0834. So as El Rondo, as far as I know, Crabtree is still available, but I don't want Crabtree. I don't want him anywhere near the locker room.
Well, he could be the water boy if he wants to run the water after the players during timeouts.
Yeah, that's
We'll
possible.
take him for that. He could be the water boy.
Yeah. I think I'd rather have, it's funny because they let go of Crabtree, but who did the Ravens sign? They signed our boy number 10. As soon as we cut him loose, that Ravens signed him. So, you get rid of one Raider and you go get another one. So we'll see.
Yeah. We'll have to.
Seth Roberts, by the way, in case you weren't picking it up, Seth Roberts. But again, so what else is going on there?
Oh, well, just look for pro basketball a little bit. My team just got to learn to start playing together. I don't know if the Celtics are going to do it, but they did finally tweak out a first round home advantage. But after that, I don't know. I don't think anybody's going to have anything for the West. I think the West is just too tough this year. I'm looking at Golden State, and I'm thinking they just might. I hate to say it, they just might repeat again. They play good in the playoffs. They come together at the right time.
Yeah, well, the Celtics. In fact, I was looking, and I'll get to your question in a minute there, Serena. 1 second. Looking like, let's see, Celtics are playing. Let's see here, the Pacers, a 4-5 matchup.
The Pacers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Pacers can take that series. They can take that series. So, the Celtics are guaranteed nothing this year.
No. Especially when Kyrie Irving is really he's really become a distraction almost.
Yeah.
He's one of the best players we got, but I mean, I don't care how good you are if you're a headache for everybody else. I mean, we need you. It's a team sport, and you need team players.
That's right.
And I kind of sad we let Isaiah Thomas go.
Well,
I wish we would have kept him.
Yeah, but I mean, and then he gets traded to the Lakers, and the Lakers, like what was it saying that they're a dumpster fire? It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Boston will win it. Oh, you're talking about the series, I take it, Tommy, because I know that they're not going to win the East. I tell you what, the East is going to be between the 1-2, between the Raptors and actually the Sixers can do it as well, but I think the Bucks are just too strong. I think the East will come down to the Bucks. The West is going to be a little bit touch and go. I don't naturally think that the Warriors are going to run away with it. I think that for the first time in a long time, could the Nuggets beat them? Could the Blazers beat them? I don't think the Blazers could, but I think the Rockets might be a dark horse if they get their stuff together. So we'll see what happens. The West is going to be interesting.
I agree. It's going to be interesting. But I just say it just seems like that the Warriors also seem to gel together at the right time.
Yeah.
And this might be, KD's,
this is
last call up there with the Warriors before he moves on.
KD's swan song with the Warriors, man. So get a rid. It's going to be funny that I got a whole bunch of Kevin Durant jerseys that were on sale at half price from the OKC stuff. They're all hanging in my closet, and I'll have to do a camera work for all the jerseys I have. I have like 5 KD jerseys of various types. And it's going to be the next time his jersey goes on sale, it's going to be his Warrior jersey, and we'll see where he goes. But Durant, I think that especially if the Knicks get the number 1 pick, can you envision the Knicks having Zion Williamson, Kevin Durant, and then even maybe Kyrie Irving? Wow, that'd be a hell of a trifecta right there. We'll see on that.
If Kyrie can behave himself.
If Kyrie can behave himself. I tell you what, Doc, I'm going to let somebody else on, shipmates. Always good talking to you.
You have a good night there, buddy.
All right. Thanks again. Wahoo! And congratulations to the UVA Cavs. Thanks for that, Katie, New York. Okay, and I'm going to answer your question. I'm going back here to Facebook. Ace and Brown, by the way, if folks that are over here on Facebook, if you can, make sure you go to the link that I put underneath Serena. She asked me, Serena, you asked about Seth Roberts. And I like Seth. I really do. But if you look at his production in juxtapose of what we get with Ryan Grant is probably the better receiver. Honestly. You know, if Seth caught a touchdown, the Raiders won the game, except for one game. So he wasn't perfect. Seth was a good receiver. He was a good clutch receiver, but he didn't show it enough. Whereas, and he was here for a year, and obviously when the Raiders picked up Ryan Grant, you know, he became expendable. I mean, he's a good receiver, but I think Seth Roberts is going to do better in Baltimore due to that system. I think there will be a better receiver in Baltimore, and I think he'll be able to showcase his abilities because it's kind of like a wake-up call that he didn't really get a chance to do it in Oakland. And he has that chance. He's going to say, well, I'm going to show you. So, you know, my best to Seth. Power to him as long as he's not playing the Raiders, obviously. So I hear you, Serena, and thank you for letting me know. Be sure to go and subscribe, though. If you're over here on Facebook, make sure you're at least going to the YouTube page and subscribe. I'm going to figure out what's wrong with my camera. And again, I apologize that I'm over here on YouTube because I gotta go somewhere. I want to be maybe I'll move over a little bit, but then they can't see it. Okay, maybe here. Okay. This way you can see everything. All right. Line is now open 813-699-0834, 813-699-0834. I have a feeling it might be this little what do you call it? I don't want to pick it up. I don't want to move it because I'm afraid that I will do something to screw up the microphone because it's plugged into the thing, and I don't want to screw up the microphone. So again, line is open 813-699-0834, 813-699-0834. Let's go by. I'm trying to go by the comments, see what's it. Serena, I hope I answered your question. Folks, if again, Ron McClendon, thanks for coming aboard, shipmate. And Noel was here too. That was I love to see. I love my Raiderettes. I do. I love my Raiderettes. Love my wenches. And Jerry White. So it's I hear about Gruden taking Murray. Yeah, Jerry White. Nah, he's not taking Murray. He's not taking Murray. And as far as Antonio Brown. My son, Brooklyn Nets. You think the Nets are going to go to the finals, Jimmy Farrell? Wow, that's a stretch. I haven't seen anything from the Nets since since Starberry, since Stephon Marbury was on the Nets. I mean, that's the last time I paid attention to the Nets because they're the Nets. So we'll see. Line is open 813-699-0834. Hopefully we'll get some more callers. And I tell you, I'm still pissed off. I'm still pissed off that the camera did not work that I wanted. And as soon as this show is done, I'm going to plug it right in, and hopefully things will work out, and hopefully it won't be an issue, or I'm going to get a better. Or I'm going to get a better, multi-plug. Oh, okay, Mr. Wombat. Okay, well, I hope you get better, sir. There's always next time. There's Sunday's show, the You Don't Know Jack About Sports show. Hopefully you'll get better by Sunday. I'd definitely love to hear from you. You know I like my phone callers. And then again, thanks for Doc Burdett for calling in. Make sure I'm missing things. I called you're busy. What? Huh. Try again, Serena. Try again. I swear. I didn't see it show up here. Let's see if it came in. Okay, missed call. I don't see a missed call. No, I got a call from Reggie Burdett. There we go. And I believe I'm talking to 775. Who am I talking to?
You're talking to Serena.
There you go. That's what I wanted to hear. My girl is calling in. Love me some Serena. Thank you for calling in, sweetheart. Let me make sure I get your number down too, so I can put it in my phone. And this way, when you call next time, hopefully I'll know what the hell number it is. So how you doing, hon? What's going on with you?
Oh, I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good. I don't know why it said that it was busy, because I swear it didn't show up or I didn't hear anything. And normally that's why I have my phone, my other phone. So when it calls in, I know somebody's calling. So what are we talking about? We're talking about Seth, or are we talking about more?
Oh, I was hoping we're still talking. I'm still hoping we can set up football.
You're still hoping what, hon?
We can chat up the football situation.
Well, hey, the line is yours. I am here. You're getting a minimum of 5 minutes. You know that. And then I tell people that they can't bounce you for at least 5 minutes. So, I'm here. I'm all ears, Serena. I am all ears.
Oh, I just wanted to ask you what you thought about the Khalil Mack trade when Del Rio said that he was a prince of a man, but Brown is going to be a pain in the ass.
Well, first off, I look at the source. Okay. Why is Jack Del Rio saying what he's saying? He's got that axe to grind. He's pissed off that he was let go for Gruden. I mean, I know I would be too. I mean, honestly, I get it. He's pissed off that he was S-canned for John Gruden. So there you go. Now, he says, as far as what he says about Antonio Brown, yeah, I can see that, because here's the thing. Antonio Brown is going to be a distraction. How much of a distraction remains to be seen, because here's one other thing that Antonio has to deal with. If John Gruden is the same John Gruden of 10 years ago as a coach, that's going to be an issue, because Gruden's going to take him aside, probably like, when you're a parent and you take your little kid by the ear and you move him over like this. He's going to take him by his ear. And he's going to say in no uncertain terms, dude, chill the F out and play. He's going to do this to a point. It depends upon how well Antonio Brown plays. He's going to let him blow off his steam. He's going to let Antonio Brown be Antonio Brown, providing it's not a detriment to the locker room. The minute that it is, he's going to be talking to. And if he's not, I will be very disappointed in John Gruden. I really will. If he lets Antonio Brown go a little bit too much, I'm going to be disappointed in John Gruden. I really will.
Oh, I agree with you. And I do have to say, you're right about maybe an axe to grind, but, I understand that. I mean, I was kind of on the fence when the whole, I was excited for Gruden to come back. Then I thought, what the hell is he doing with the team? Now he's making some choices that look like we could be contenders.
Yeah. I mean, I was going to say, and you gave me a proper segue, and I'm going to do the chart. This is the chart, and you guys can't see this, obviously, but I can see it, okay? I'm looking at who the Raiders had picked up in the offseason, okay? And my goodness, okay, you got, just off the top of your head, Vontez Burfict, Antonio Brown, Isaiah Crowell, Trent Brown, Brandon Marshall, LaMarcus Joyner, Terrell Williams, and those are just the quote unquote the big name players. Then you picked up two good backup quarterbacks in Glennon and Landry. You picked up a really good offensive lineman in Devy. Okay. You have Ryan Grant, which we discussed, obviously. Nevin Lawson at corner. Curtis Riley at safety. Jordan Richards at safety. They picked up a kid from the AAF in, let's see his name. DeMornay, Pearson L. There is a lot of talent here on the team, and we haven't even had a snap yet. And
no, absolutely, I think it's going to be quite the shocker to the NFL season this year.
Well, I tell you what, you don't win a Super Bowl in March, but if the things come through with what you get in March and the kids you draft in April and they gel by July and August, you can get into the playoffs. That I will say. And I like where this.
I have one more question for you because I know that the time's running short. I love that we'll have good backup quarterbacks. I think that, he's made some good choices. But what do you think about, the rumors that he's trying to cut ways with Derek? I don't want to see that happen.
Well, I don't think – I think that if John Gruden – and again, I can't speak to John Gruden, but if John Gruden is so full of himself that he thinks that the best way for him to win in the future without taking a look at Derek Carr for 2 years is to cut his ass, I can't see that. I can see Gruden giving Carr this year of, okay, last year was you dipped your toe in the water. You learned the offense. You were starting to get better. And remember, Carr threw for 4,000 yards last year. It was his most productive year in the NFL. Now, he still needs to learn how to get rid of the all of the things he has going on in his head, because that hit that he took in 2016 and a couple of that he took in 2017 are really starting to play with him in his mind. The offensive line really needs to play up to their utmost. They need to keep him upright, and Derek Carr needs to fight through the mental aspect of what's going on. If he can do that, he's got this year to show the world that he is, in fact, the franchise quarterback that people think he can be. But having said that, I really think that the Raiders are going to look at a quarterback, if not this year, I can almost guarantee you that they're going to draft one in 2020, because that is a better quarterback class in 2020. So he's going to be looking for a new quarterback, but not necessarily this year, at least in my mind.
You know what? I agree on some aspects. I'd hate to see him leave, but at the end of the day, we needed an offensive line that would hold them off of Carr and let him throw.
Right.
And we flat ass didn't have it.
Well, you can't throw a touchdown from your ass. Kenny Stabler did, but those are. I mean, he literally did. He threw a touchdown from his ass. But
I think some guy that can throw touchdowns from his ass is Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, true. But if your ass touches the pass doesn't count because you're down by contact. So it's one of those things. So if the offensive line keeps Derek clean, I really like what we can do this year. I'm not saying that we're going to win a Super Bowl. I'm not that, rose-colored glasses. But I think that we can make a run to get a good playoff spot. We might be able to get a high wild card. I don't know if we're going to win the West, because obviously the Chargers are the best team in the division, and it's going to be, we got to beat them. Sweetheart, I gotta
I know
let you go.
I know, and I like my colored glasses.
Well, you call back in again, Serena. Okay, hon?
Okay, bye.
Bye. And Raider B, you made it in. And like I said, and I love talking to Serena, by the way. But yeah, she was on our time. How you doing, shipmate?
What's up, buddy? How you doing?
I'm good. Now, are you watching, or did you just call arbitrarily?
I've been watching and listening. I'm driving into work right now.
Okay. Well, I know one thing that you're going to be talking about, and I'm gonna let you say it because I know you have a very important announcement that you want to make to everybody that's watching this broadcast.
Well, there's several that I would like to announce, but the top one is that my season tickets are up for sale. When I pay, you pay, and it all includes 4 tickets and all parking passes to every single game, and it's for $2,000. I'm happy going to any of the games this year, but I don't want anybody else to lose out on this. I know there's been a waiting list for people to get on with season tickets, and here's the last chance to get the season tickets for the last year of them playing in Oakland.
That's right. And I made sure that I put that in out. When you posted on my page, I made sure I said, hey, this is your chance, everybody, to get your tickets. So make sure you go to and talk to you particularly. The announcements on my page on Facebook. Go to my page. Go get Raider B's tickets, because if you're not, you're just stupid.
Yeah, and this year they've given us a limited amount of time to react on season tickets. I think the deadline is April 19th. But if anybody wants to get on and they want to make payments and everything else to see this, please do. Please get in touch with me. Let's talk it over. Let's make it happen. I'm here for you. Whatever my ticket, here's your chance to go see them before they leave. That's the bottom line that I'm trying to get at. Me, I've already got my season tickets for Stanford Cardinals because I work at Stanford Hospital. So I'm going to go to the college games this year. So this is your chance to get some Raider tickets this year.
Well, I tell you, if I make it out there, I know you're taking the wife with you, right?
Exactly.
Okay. Well, maybe I can pay off your wife for a game if I get out there one time. If there's a game she doesn't want to go to.
Absolutely. This Stanford University football, and we already know there's a lot of players that come from Stanford, and there's a lot of good people like Bill Walsh. I mean, he came from Stanford as well. So the football there is very loud. It's very good, and but that's where we're going to be heading out this year. But for me, being a previous season ticket holder, they gave me a chance to get my tickets back. But unfortunately, I've already chose to go to Stanford. So I just want to make sure someone else happy. Have them go to this last game for them. See them here in Oakland. It might be a family that have never been to a game. Here's your opportunity to have the season tickets, have your parking pass, and then go enjoy the game.
Well, again, B, if they're Raider fans and they're not getting your tickets, or if they're, because you got 4 tickets available, correct?
4 tickets plus a parking pass for each game.
If you don't want to just get 2 tickets, then find somebody else who wants 2 tickets, and the 4 of you go in together. There's no reason why.
Absolutely.
There's no reason why, if you're a Raider fan and you've been saying, I wanted to go and get the season tickets for so long, now is your opportunity to do that, and shame on you if you don't do it.
Right. It's like last year was my last game there because I figured that they were going to be moving. So that's the reason why I bought my other season tickets for Stanford. I was moving on, but then all of a sudden they chose for 1 more year. Unfortunately, like I said, I can't make it this year, but life goes on. I'll be going over to Stanford and watching their games. But my charity work still does not stop. I'm still doing all my charity work for Stanford and Ronald McDonough House. If you guys live here locally, please get in touch with me. I have several events coming up for the Ronald McDonough House. The next one is coming up is the Summer Scamper, where we hand out water to all the children and the runners that are running that day. It's a 5K, 10K run. We're going to be out there with the Niner Empire. We're also going to be out there with the Star Wars characters, Disney characters. I'm lining up the whole boulevard with characters. So
Okay.
if you're interested, get in touch with me. This is something that's going to be, I guess it's going to make national news because we are going to line up the whole entire Stanford Boulevard with stormtroopers.
Nice. That is really cool.
Yeah, so it's going to be about we're looking at about 100 stormtroopers coming by, all dressed up in different attire, and all the families, including the children, are going to run right through us. So it's going to be something that's going to be posted, I guarantee it.
Outstanding.
So if anybody wants to come out, man, wear your Raider gear, come out and support. This is children and families that are fighting, life-threatening illnesses. They're out here raising money to continue helping out the hospital, who helps them, and you'll be emotionally impacted, I guarantee it.
Outstanding. And when is that summer scamper?
That's going to be in, I think it's June 23rd.
Okay, but as you get information on that, I know you're going to post it to my page. So there you go.
I'll post it to your page. Anybody that wants to come out and help out, all thing I'm asking is people just show up. I have everything covered. I have cups. I have all the water. There's going to be about 6,000 runners that's going to be passing through us. So I already have everything covered.
Well, good.
And, the San Jose Raider Drive Booster Club with Gilbert Moran, and we're going to be out there. We're going to have a live DJ. We're going to have all the stormtroopers. We're going to have Disney characters. We're going to have 9 Empire. We're going to have Raiders. We're going to all line up the whole entire boulevard.
Well, I tell you, I wish I could make it out there. If a plane ticket falls into my lap, I'll be sure to come out there.
Oh, I know you would, Cap. I know you would, mate.
And what else? You got your tickets. You got the scamper. I know you got at least. I know you come in threes there, Steve. What else you got?
We always do dinners there at Ramadan House. We just did one recently, but that's not stopping us again. We got another one coming up. I think it's right in July that I have another one planned.
Okay. If you want anything, if you want to feel good about yourself, and I got a chance to do it last year, go and get involved with the Ronald McDonald House and Raider B. You feel good about it. It's the best use of your time. And I tell you, the smiles that you get from the kids, the warmth that you get knowing that you're out there with a bunch of kids that enjoy having you out there and seeing you, there's nothing better. So make sure you, if you're out there, if you're anywhere in the Bay Area, get with Raider B so that you can get involved with some of his activities. And again, if you're not doing it, then shame on you, because again, I went out there just for a weekend to do a game, and I spent some time out there. You can do it if you want.
Well, the bottom line is this: everybody's looking right now for the government to make a change. It starts with the people. We, the people, have to make this change. We, the people, have to get together and love one another and help out each other. It starts with us. We can't just expect things to happen overnight. We got to pull together. We got to make the change, and it all takes all of us working together.
I agree, shipmate. I agree.
Well, I love you, buddy, and I'm getting close to work. Once again, if you guys want to come out to us, look for us, especially the San Jose Raider Drive Booster Club. I'm now 100% part of. We're going to be doing things big. We're going to be doing the Ramadan houses. We're doing even a car show at the Ramadan house. We're going to be having a whole bunch of cars there, and the kids are going to come out and they're going to be the judges. That's another event that we got coming up. We have so many things coming. We're just trying to make a difference in the Bay Area. So if you live locally, look us up, get in touch with us, be part of the San Jose Raider Drive Booster Club, and just make a difference. All
right. Hey, Steve, thanks for calling in, partner. Best to your family. Give my wife a big hug and kiss as well.
No, most definitely. Most definitely.
All right. You take care and call in when you can, buddy.
Oh, you know I will, buddy. You take care, and I hope to see you this year.
You will. One way or another, you'll definitely see me.
All right, shit, mate. Ship ahoy, man.
All right. Oi. That's my boy.
Oi.
Hey, take care.
All right, buddy.
That was Raider B. Again, involved with the Ronald McDonald House over in Stanford. And again, if you're a Raider fan, and you want to go to the last season in Oakland, Raider B has 4 tickets. The tickets are right there. He's got a parking pass that goes with it. So if you just want to buy maybe 2 tickets, then find somebody. Say, hey, I'm interested in 2. Who else wants to come in on me for 2 tickets? Get with Raider B, and you'll get those tickets. He doesn't want to let them go to waste. So this is your opportunity. Line is open. And by the way, thanks for the compliments there, KJ, and everybody here. Thanks for Serena as well. Who else we got here? Serena was here. Justin, thanks for that. Everybody that's over on Facebook, thanks for seeing me on Facebook. YouTube is where you want to be. I know that I'm out of the corner of the camera here on YouTube because, again, some camera issues tonight, a technical glitch, but we'll hopefully get it fixed by next time over on Sunday. Hopefully, I'll make sure. Anyway. Line is open, 813-669-0834. I actually had to move into camera here so you guys can see what the number was. I can move back here. So yeah, I'm out of this. I'm enough in the screen where you can see the number. 813-699-0834. Thanks, Homer. Appreciate that. And again, everybody that's over on YouTube, thank you. And again, if you're not on YouTube, please go. I got the URL. I put it underneath one of the comments from Serena. In fact, I'm going to pin the comment. So I'll pin it. So there you go. The YouTube URL is over there on Facebook. Okay. So again, line is open. We are here. We're having a good time. We're talking sports. Tommy was talking about his stuff. Yeah, Kendall, I'm glad that Jalen Richard resigned as well. I think he's going to be a very important part of the team this year. Remember, and I don't want to hear about Marshawn. Okay, I get it. The sentimental favorite is that Marshawn Lynch, we won another year Marshawn Lynch. But I'm telling you this, okay? Richard's going to have a very good year. Crowell is going to have an awesome year. He's big, he's strong, he's fast, and he's younger, and he's not as beat up. So if Marshawn wants to come back and he fits physically, yeah, maybe the Raiders will sign him. But you know what? It's not a loss. Like I said, the Raiders will be fine. And I saw the phone, and I know who we're going to be talking. We're going to be talking some hockey with Jimmy Farrell. How you doing, Jimmy? What's going on, brother?
What's up, Captain?
I'm good, brother. I'm good. How you doing?
Well, after last night, I feel great.
Yeah, I was going to say, fantastic win. I pimped it in my bottom line up front. Yay, yay, yay. Anytime that the Penguins lose, it's a great day to be in the neighborhood.
But, watching that game, and when Pittsburgh turned the game late in the third period, I said, oh, no. And I had a feeling that Mr. 87 was going to score the game winner. But it didn't, so I'm kind of glad. Although the player, Bailey, scored the game winner, he almost scored in like 3 seconds left in the game. It hit the post.
Yeah?
So, yeah, it was like 3 seconds left. He shot the puck and hit the post, and that could have been the game winner, but it went into overtime. But he got the puck anyway and scored the overtime goal.
Now let me ask, because again, I do keep up on hockey. Obviously, I'm not a neophyte, but here's the question: when they went into overtime in the playoffs, it goes to sudden death, correct?
Yeah, no shootouts.
Okay, good. So I like the fact that in overtime, it's none of this BS. And I tell you what, one of the most entertaining games I've ever remember seeing was a triple overtime game with the Flyers, and I think it was, was it the Blues? Or no, because they're out in West. I think it was maybe Flyers Rangers or Flyers Islanders or something like that. Triple
Right.
overtime. These guys were dog tired. And I remember Jim, I think it was Leclerc ended up getting, it was when Leclerc was on the team. Of course, Lindros was on the team.
You're talking like
It was a while ago.
I would say maybe like in late 90s.
Yeah. Late 90s or wait a second, was it? God, I tell you, I see it like it was yesterday, but playoff hockey, especially in overtime, there's nothing like it. There's nothing like it.
It's nerve-wracking, but there's nothing like it.
Yeah.
But I tell you, the referees last night game were horrendous. A guy on the Islanders got a court penalty holding the stick, okay? And then Letang, which I can't stand this prick, was holding the stick, and you can see it clearly. He's holding the stick near the crease. I'm like, are you kidding me? I mean, what is the NHL that want the Islanders to go further? I mean, come on. Call the goddamn penalty, man. Really? I couldn't believe it. And then Anders Lee was he fell and hardly touched the Penguin player, and they called him for boarding for 2. I was like, are you kidding me? I'm like, come on, man. You can't. I mean, I hope they get better refs the next game. You know.
Well, I tell you, are they gonna come out at the opening face-off and drop gloves?
Who?
The Islanders and the Penguins.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
No. You mean when as soon as they drop the puck, they'll drop the gloves?
Yeah.
Nah.
Why not?
Maybe in the middle of the game. I don't think they.
Why not? Nah. I tell you what, and if you're gonna have a penalty for fighting, get it over with right away, because it gets rid of all of the frustrations, and there's not a momentum swing. It starts the beginning of the game. You go out, you beat the snot out of somebody that's in front of you, and then you play the game. Do it at the very beginning. That's the best time to do it.
Well, if it does get a little chippy, like during warm-ups, it could happen, But, it's early. It's the first game of the playoffs, maybe down the road. But I'm telling you, I would love to see the Islanders win tomorrow, because that'll put a stranglehold on Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I tell you, and the fact that you got home ice is important. By the way, I want to say thanks to all the people. Mike, Sarah, thanks for coming aboard. Silver and Black Cracker, thanks for being here as well. Skinny House, Skinny House, I want you to call Skinny House. All your information, I want to hear from Skinny House. And Hector Hernandez and KJ and Kendall Hansen, thanks. I wanted to make sure I got everybody at least recognized that I could. Again, if you're on Facebook, make sure you get a subscription to YouTube, because it's not going to happen. Facebook is going to – I'm just doing this during the off season, but I'm going to YouTube primarily during the football season. So make sure you please get over. The link is right there. Back to you, Jimmy. So, okay, the game is tomorrow. Tomorrow night.
Which I like the time they changed it to 7:30 now. I kind of like that.
And why did they change the time? Why did they keep it?
Well, number one, probably ratings.
Right.
I think people still working late. Like myself. They get have time to get home and watch the game. But I'm telling you, these Islander fans, they're in those parking lots at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
So they're tailgating early.
4 o'clock in the afternoon.
I got you. Just like football.
I would love to go to the game tomorrow, but these tickets are way. The cheapest ticket I saw is like $160, $70 a piece.
And those are up in the upper deck nosebleeds.
Yeah. But I don't know. Maybe I can take my son with me and maybe scalp a ticket. But I'm watching this Calgary game. I mean, this is amazing. Every fan is wearing a red jersey.
Okay, I wanted to do that because I didn't get a chance to. Do you got DirecTV?
No, I got the NHL show.
Okay, well, what channel is the Calgary on? I'll
It's
put
on
it on.
NBC, CN.
So
I have Optimal, which is channel 212.
I got it. Yep, Avalanche of Flames. I got it. Okay.
Look at those fans out there. It's a sea of red. It's amazing that every fan is wearing a red jersey.
Everybody, the only white I see are the Avalanche.
Right.
My
and
goodness.
You ever see Winnipeg? They have which I think is cool.
Wow.
Every fan wears a whiteout shirt.
Yeah, I mean that is phenomenal that everybody is in on the master plan. What they probably did was they probably had some big guys out front saying, if you're not wearing red, you're not coming in the stadium.
Yeah, right. But they love those. They love their Flames. Calgary, they're insane.
Oh yeah. I tell you what, Calgary, I think is going to come out in the West.
Who, Calgary?
Yeah, I think Calgary has a good chance coming out in the West.
Anything can happen because listen, Boston lost tonight.
Yeah. And,
they lost bad. They lost 4-1.
And it's always a great day when the Bruins lose too. I mean, I tell you what, between the Pens losing yesterday and the Bruins losing tonight,
what the hell happened to your Lightning, man? I put it on.
Okay.
It's 3-0. And then I wake up next morning like 4-3.
I know. And here's the thing, and I'll admit it. I was going home, or I got home late last night, and I was putzing around the room, and I did the little intro to show everybody the room because and I took it off, and Tommy tells me it's like the Lightning lost. I'm like, are you kidding me? I mean, I didn't even have the game on because I was actually doing things, and I had other things going on. And I was like, so I'm not going to watch it. I mean, they were winning 3-0. Then it was 3-1. I said, yeah, they got this. And I'll tell you what.
I checked the score. It was like, I don't know. It was like early in the first one, like 1-0. I'm like, oh, Tampa's winning already? Okay, this game's over.
Yeah. And I tell you what, I did see the highlights. I can definitely say that Hedman and the other defensemen they didn't play the zone the way they should have. Oh, they let the guys come in, and I'll tell you what. And then the big three, Point and Stamkos and Kucherov, nothing from the big three. And I tell you what, you're not going to win if your defense lets you down. Your offensive guys better bail you out, and they didn't get bailed out. So it didn't surprise me because Tortorella, being the old coach of the Lightning, and they did, and Tortorella did not win a game, or actually should say Columbus didn't win a game this year against the Lightning until last night. So he has it out for him. Torts is a very unique coach. I'll say unique being the operative word, but it's going to be an interesting series. I still think the Lightning take the series. But this was a wake-up call for the Tampa Bay Lightning that anything can happen. Anything can happen.
Did you hear Tortorella's press conference?
No.
He's in the middle of the press conference, and he goes, I don't know, guys, but I got to leave. Somebody smells like B.O. around here. I'm like, that's a typical Tortorella.
There you go.
Yeah.
I tell you what, he's a great coach. And he's definitely
won the Stanley Cup.
Right. That's why I said he's one of those people that he's like Bill Romanowski. You hate the son of a bitch, but you love him when he's on your team.
Yeah. But to go to football, I've texted Bear about maybe all of us getting together for opening day in Vegas. He says he's going to ask his wife. He's sounds like he's into it too.
Okay. Well, Ed Winchell is running the point of contact on that. So get with Ed, and he's going to be doing the planning. Make sure that if Bears, and I'm in, Bear would be great. If in fact, I'll try to talk to him about it if I get out there for the Raider Nation Explosion this year. But it'd be great to have Bear go. And by the way, go Blues from Mike Serra. I'll say that as well. It's good. But yeah, I'd love to have Bear and a bunch of the things. In fact, what I would want to have is hopefully he can pimp it up where there would be a nice big event. Bear and myself would be out there, and of course all of the
you guys should do a show together at the stadium.
Well, I'd like that, but
how great would that
be? I think it'd be fantastic. Hopefully, we can get something together.
Would the show called Captain and the Bear, or the Bear and the Captain?
I hate saying it because I don't like to be egotistical, but I think Captain and the Bear sounds better.
Well, I think Bear because Beast goes before C.
Well, I got the thing, where alphabetical, and I'm not saying it. I just think it sounds better. The Bear and the Captain.
How about Captain Bear? The Captain Bear Show.
The Captain Bear Show. That don't sound bad.
Got a good ring to it.
Yeah, the Captain Bear Show. Well, that's why you say Captain and the Bear. So I think it did it. Yeah, Mike, we were talking about Mayock's press conference. Did you see that as well, Jimmy?
Yeah, I saw it. I'm telling you, man, he's going to clean up in the draft. I just hope Gruden listens to him. I just hope he doesn't have a hard head and say, no, I don't want this guy. I want this guy. Because this guy is a guru when it comes to drafting.
That's right. Now, and hopefully so. Hopefully so.
And speaking of drafting, I'm telling you, I think I'm leaning towards this running back from Alabama. I think maybe they should pick him before he's gone in the first round, the late first round.
Well, there a lot of the mocks have us getting the kid at, I think, 24. And he would be a good addition. I'll tell you what, if the Raiders pick up what's his name? Jacobs, right?
Josh Jacobs.
Yeah. If the Raiders pick up the kid, Mike, I got it. Defense.
You think he'll be around by then or gone?
He might be. I mean, at 24, maybe, but he's definitely not going to last.
What if we trade up for him?
Well, there you go. If you trade up for him, I hate saying this, but I don't want to trade up for a running back. I really don't. I mean, if he's there at 24, great, grab him. But I don't want to give up. There's too much capital.
How many running backs do we have?
How many running backs do we have right now?
Do we have enough, or is it we can use him?
Well, I mean, we could definitely use him, but like I said, Crowell's going to have a really good year. Warren is the unknown. He played really well last year in the preseason, so I think he has the ability, but he's a plotter. He's not really fast, but he'll run over people. Okay.
Yeah.
So no, Mike, I don't know about that. I think that Gruden will get a running back. Remember, he had on the team Pittman when he was down here in Tampa. Now, granted, he likes that type of back. Pittman is that type of back. Right. Okay, early. Okay, I get it. Now, there you go.
Maybe he'll pick a running back first pick in the second round.
And there you go. And I honestly think it's something this. I think that the Raiders are going to trade back one of those picks to pick up a second and a third. Or not necessarily they're going to get it in one trade back, but I think the Raiders are going to do some trading around so that they pick up another second and another third. Yeah. They're going to do it. They're going to need people and picks this year. Right. And I think they're going to do it again next year too. But there's so many good players that they're going to get younger, quicker, better, faster, stronger, and they're going to do it. And that's why Mayock was brought in. And I think that the Raiders are going to be doing it the right way.
Right. Two things. I hope they don't trade up with the 4th pick, and I hope they don't draft this kid from Ohio State, because that's what I'm hearing now.
Yeah.
You know, rumors that to me, he's going to be a bust.
I really think so too. Jimmy, I'm going to have to let you go. Partner, you've definitely been on way too long.
One more thing I want to say. I'm looking at the stadium lately. Correct me if I'm wrong. Does the stadium look a little small to you? I mean, compared to the Dallas Stadium, doesn't it look a little small?
I haven't seen. I mean, to be honest, I haven't seen any aerial that says it's small. So I tell you what, Jimmy, I'll take a look at it and I'll give you my opinion. I'll even do that while I'm on here. Okay.
Okay. So I'll talk to you Sunday. Hopefully my team is up 2-0.
And I know you'll be crowing about it when they are.
Oh, absolutely.
All right.
So one more thing to all my Honor fans. Yes, yes, yes.
There you go. Hey.
Take care.
All right. Thanks again. That's Jimmy Farrell, a great hockey mind that he is. While I'm here, Ed Oliver. At 4? No. I tell you what, Mike, are you saying that we draft Ed Oliver if Quinnen Williams is there, if Josh Allen is there? Is that what you're saying? Because I don't agree with that. Now, and that's why I think that if one of those guys are there, I mean, Quinnen Williams is the best player in this draft that as of right now. Okay. I can't see that. Now I can see maybe trading back to like we said before the Giants made that trip up to 1. I could see that we could have got him in there. Tommy Beard, about time, brother. Talk to me about your Caps.
I'm worried.
Okay, what's the score?
Right now it's over. We won 4-2.
Oh, okay. So what are you worried about then?
I just don't like the way this team plays sometimes. We jump out 3-0 easily.
1 second. The caller on 603. You're going to have to give Tommy Beard at least 5 minutes. Call back again, 603. Okay. Go ahead, Tommy.
It seems like this team, when we jump out early, and
right.
We did. We jumped out 3-0 early.
Uh-huh.
And in the second period, we just coasted. Then the third period, we looked like we just came out. We tried to coast it. And then before you know it, it was 3-2.
Right.
And it's like, why? I mean, sometimes, I hate to say this. Sometimes I like just be up 1-0.
Yeah, because
I really do. Because then this team seems to play. It doesn't seem. I mean, they did it in the regular season. They did it against your Flyers.
Yeah,
we jump out on them 5-0, and before you know it, it's 5-3.
Yeah, and I think it's a matter of the better teams seem to get complacent when they got a big lead, and they got to do something about it, because in the playoffs you can't do that crap. You cannot do that crap in the playoffs because you are playing teams that are just as good as you overall, because you're a playoff team. You're the best of the best. And you can't take a big lead and sit on it, which is what the guy that was talking to me about the Lightning, you could see that last night they were trying to sit on the league. They slowed it down. They were kicking at the puck, trying to tie it up and not do anything. They were not aggressive. They sat back and they got their asses whooped in the third period, which is when they lost the game. So the Capitals have got to be aware of doing that, the same thing as well.
I mean, and I told Jimmy off of here, I still see Capitals in the Lightning in the Eastern Conference Finals.
I see it too, but you know what?
I really do.
They got to play better.
Now, the pick a winner, I can't do.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
I do think we win our series in 5 games.
Okay.
I see Pittsburgh winning in 6 or 7.
Okay, well, Jimmy Farrell won't be happy to hear that, but I got you.
I see the Tampa ball or the Tampa. I actually thought that would go 6. I really did, because Columbus is one of those teams you got to watch out for it, and he's already proven it in game 1.
Right. Well, Bobrovsky is one of the better goaltenders in the league, man. He's a Vezina trophy winner. He is one of the better goalies. So they need to make sure, like I said, Bobrovsky stoned them last night after they got that quick early lead. He just sat on them. He was kind of like that walrus in the Geico commercials. They weren't getting anything by him, you know.
And I said it last year when I watched Columbus when they gave us. I think they took us to 7 games.
Yeah.
And I said this Columbus team's going to be good in a couple of years.
Yeah.
They can keep this core together. This Columbus team's going to be really hard to beat.
Well, and they're proving it right now. I'll tell you what, the Lightning do not want to do the same thing that the Caps did last year and lose 2 at home. My goodness, I mean,
we seem to win. We seem to win better, play better on the road when we came to the playoffs.
Well, obviously you got to win at least 2 on the road, but you don't want to go about trying to win 4 on the road. That just hurts.
And I know it's only April, but I'm worried for the Red Sox.
Yeah, I
am worried. I said I really wasn't. After watching Tuesday's game with Chris Sale, something's not right with him. And we just gave him that long contract.
Mm-hmm. Did anybody check him out?
I mean, the hardest he's throwing is 90.
Right.
I'm worried. I'm worried. They were talking that who was it? Dennis Eggers? Was it Dennis?
Well,
one of them at the post show said they're afraid he may have dead arm because he did pitch so much in October.
Right.
And this is April. His arm didn't have the one. They're wondering if they shouldn't shut him down until probably May, and they have him throw a couple. Send him to Paul Tuckett and see what he does.
No, I wouldn't even do that. I'd give him a rest, man. I'd let him go on a vacation and just tell him not to do anything other than maybe throw like a tennis ball just to keep the ligaments going and the muscles going. I wouldn't have him throw hard at all. And I think that you got it. And now it's also it's Porcello ain't doing much this year. None of
the starters had a win.
Right.
No starter has a win. And the last time I seen the score for the night, it was 6. We did tie it up in the night. So I mean, it's just like this team's. I don't know. I don't get it. This whole team, this was the core pretty much came back from last year.
Yeah. I mean, did they even? They didn't lose a starter. I mean, anybody that was in the starting 8, I don't think they lost, did they?
No.
Yeah.
That whole starting lineup is the same. That's Mookie, Benintendi, Bradley, Martinez. Yeah. I mean, on and on.
Right. So what I'm saying,
we even brought back Steve Pierce.
Right. And that there's a hell of a lineup for the Sox. And I tell you, and again, I'm not trying to throw salt in the wound, Tommy, but I tell you what, there's more giggles in New York and Tampa nowadays watching what's going on. But I will say this, that like I said, the Rays played like crap at the beginning of last year, and they ended up winning 90 games. So things happen.
Your Phillies need pitching.
Well, my Phillies.
I do not understand how this offense. I don't know if it's because the whole Harper leaving DC and the players. for the Nationals show up and they want to, you know what, we're not losing this team.
I'm putting on my requisite Phillies hats because we're talking about Phillies. Up. Yeah, I was going to say, Tommy, you got to go because you got your 7.5. You take care, partner.
You too.
All right. Who am I speaking to at 6:03?
This is Matt.
Matt. Okay. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, Captain Jack. I talked to you earlier today. It was good talking to you. But now I told you I'd call into the show.
Oh, okay. The Matt. Now I know who I'm talking to. How you doing, brother? I got you, Matt, in Nashville.
Yeah, you got me.
Okay. So are you going to talk about your Dolphins?
We can talk Dolphins. We can talk draft. You know, we can talk about anything.
It's your line, man. This is Ask Captain Jack. So the next 5 minutes are on you. You talk what you want to talk about.
I'm excited for the draft. I'm hoping Dolphins don't choke, and I'm not downtown being upset watching my team mess up one more time.
Now, are you watching the Preds right now?
They played last.
Oh, okay. So they're not playing tonight. I got you. Okay.
They choked last night. They lost in the third. They were winning the whole game and blew it in the third, which is the opposite of how we normally play.
Yeah.
So it was disappointing game.
Okay. Tommy said the Sox won, and Michael Beck's happy that you're on as well. So good to see you, Michael Beck.
Beck's good people. I know Mr. Beck.
There you go. And by the way, I will tell you this because you guys are new to the show. This is not my normal camera. I tell you what, I was pissed about. I don't know whether you came on at the very beginning. For some reason, YouTube was not syncing up with my good camera, and it was pissing me off. So I finally said, "Screw it! I'm going with the camera that's on the computer." And I had to shift everything, and I'm not really happy with it. But yeah, I'm doing the best I can do.
I think it's quite slimming. It's quite flattering. I think you're doing okay.
You can definitely throw the bullshit. I'll give you that there, shitmate. I'll give you that.
That's what I do for a living, man.
Exactly. Customer service. Yes, sir. May I help you? Yes, sir. We'll be right on that. No, sir. Yeah. And then, of course, with the ladies, too, I'm sure you get a bunch of husbands looking at you as well.
Yeah, just don't tell me.
No, I won't say a word. So what do you got for me, big guy?
No, just wanted to talk to draft, actually. Just where do you think Kyler's going to go? Like, you think the Dolphins will actually make the move on him, or are they going to end up, picking some schmuck from, West Iowa or something?
Well, I tell you, according to my source here, which is Skinny Haas, and I don't know whether you were watching the comments, he was telling me, and again, this is the first time hearing about it because I was at work when I talked to you earlier today. I was at work, so I just got home, did a little bit of show prep, and so I wouldn't feel like a dunderhead. But according to Skinny Haas, and I'll give him the due that he's due. By the way, I can take my Phillies hat off and put my Raider hat on since we were start talking about my Phillies. Okay. Skinny Haas is saying that the Giants are going to jump to number one. And if the Giants jump to number one of the quarterbacks are gone. And obviously everybody, I should say most people are enamored with Murray. So if the Dolphins want Murray, if what Haas says is true about the Giants going up to number one, which means that the Cardinals would drop to sixth, and, obviously get some more draft picks for him. I think the Giants have 2 first-rounders this year that they picked up because they picked up some collateral with the Odell Beckham trade. So they got the Browns pick and then their pick. So if they're moving to 1, that's good for them because obviously Eli needs to have a good quarterback. So if the Dolphins are looking for a quarterback, and they finally picked up Fitzpatrick this year, because before Fitzpatrick signed with the Dolphins, you had guys that had never had a snap in the NFL. So you definitely need a quarterback. That's for sure.
Well, the talk I hear from my people back down in Florida is that this is a total tank year, and they're tanking for Tua for next year. But you can't do that. Like it doesn't work that way.
Suck for luck and tank for Tua. I got it. Well, even so, and therein lies the rub. If you're going to get a quarterback, this is not the year to get a quarterback, because I don't really think that Kyler Murray is going to be a fantastic NFL quarterback. I just don't. Haskins,
he's one shot away from his career being over.
There you go.
The one thing about his, that's going to be his drawback, his size.
Right.
But
as long as he stays upright and away from those 300-pounders, they're going to – if they have a defensive lineman that does a belly flop on him like Serafatso did on Rich Gannon, he's going to be tanked for his career. So I just don't see him lasting. Haskins has the possibilities because he's not as small. He just needs to work on his arm as far as his capabilities. He doesn't have a very high completion percentage.
And I'm always weary of a guy who only really played 1 year.
Right. And I tell you what, Drew Lock, he's gonna suck. And if the Raiders end up getting him, I'm going to, I would say, pull all my hair out, but I got a lot of long hair to do, so I'm probably not going to do that. But Drew Lock is going to suck. I tell you what, the kid out of Duke and Will Grier are probably going to be the best two quarterbacks in this draft class, and that's not saying much. The kid from Duke is going to be the best kid. Go ahead.
I said that's mediocre at best. I don't think is anything special, and exactly. That's what I'm hearing, that they're gonna try to pass this year and go for Tua next year. Is the thing I keep hearing.
Well, you know what, Tua has got to, and again, I'm not gonna try to deliberately piss off all of the Alabama fans out there, because I got a lot of people in state that are fans, because Kenny Stabler's family is a good friend of mine. But Tua has got to show it to me another year, okay? I mean, I know that he threw basically a couple passes to win him a national championship 2 years ago, okay? And, then he really didn't do it this year. And I thought Hurts was going to be a better quarterback overall, and we'll see what happens now. I think that he went out to Oklahoma, correct?
He transferred.
So Tua's got to show me something again this year. I really think that the kid from Georgia, to me, Fromm is a better prototypical NFL quarterback than Tua is right now. And I think that Fromm is going to be a very good quarterback. And Herbert out of Washington, or is it Washington State or Oregon? Sorry, Oregon. He has the capabilities of being a very good quarterback. So we'll see. I just pissed off Mike Beck. I'm a big Tua fan. Oh no, he agrees with me. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate that, shipmate. So I'm glad. But he's got to do it another year, or he's going to be like a 1 year wonder. He did it. He got him a championship. He of course, Alabama is going to run away with most of their games. They're in the SEC West, and I'm a Gator. And I don't just wear the T-shirt. I actually went to Florida, so there you go. Tua's another Mariota.
I didn't know that. I don't know if we can be friends then.
Who's your team, brother?
I'm a UCF grad, actually. I'm from the state.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell you this there, shipmate. I'm from Orlando as a kid, okay? I'm so old that I know UCF when it was Florida Technological University. So there you go.
Yeah, go Citronauts.
There you go. So, I'm from Orlando, so I graduated. So I know all about UCF, and I don't mind UCF. But again, I'm a Gator. I didn't just wear the T-shirt. In fact, here we go. It's somewhere close that I could actually put it up to the screen. Here. Oh, upside down. There you go. There we go. And
Yeah,
I'll show you
I've been to the
something
farm
else.
a couple times.
This is a collector's item. That's Jesse Palmer, dude, and this is not even opened. Okay, I'm going through all of my autographs and stuff over here in the new room. You're like I said, this is your first show. My old show, I had a bunch of stuff in the background. I just moved into this room, and I got a interior designer coming, so I'm going through the process of getting everything all squared away. So when this room gets done, you'll see a big change. Go back and look at the old videos, and you'll see all of the older room and what I'm moving out from. This is actually my first show in the new room, so a lot to talk about. But yeah, go you. Hey, I have no problem with the Knights, but again, back to point. Quarterback wise, if you're the Dolphins, next year is where you get a quarterback, not this year. I mean, if you're going to draft one this year just on a whim, get a project in rounds like 4, 5, or 6. Okay, if you got the extra picks, you can do that. But I'm not putting a lot of. I'm not saying if you're the Dolphins, you'd want to move up to get Haskins. I'm telling you, this is the time of year that you need to suck for Tua or tank for Tua, as you say, and wait till next year. You don't look like Captain Jack. Okay, I'm sorry, Chris. I'm really me. This is me. If you're talking about Captain Jack, the other guy, Johnny Depp, don't have crap on me. There you go.
Okay, I'm Doug. I appreciate the time. It's getting late for me here. We got work early in the morning, but great talking to you. I'll definitely can't wait to talk to you a little more in the future.
Definitely so. Thanks for calling in, Matt, and thanks for bringing your shipmate Michael Beck with you. I will put your number in my phone so I know when you call next time. Get the word out there that this is the place to be to talk some football with a good group of people, and also hockey while it's here. But when the season starts,
talk some football. Maybe do a live show here in Nashville during the draft. That could be a little fun.
I'll do whatever I need to do, man. I'll definitely try to do it.
All right, we'll link up soon. Thanks so much.
All right, hey, thanks for calling, shipmate.
I appreciate you.
All right, take care. That was Matt. I learned, or I talked to Matt today. Matt works at I won't say exactly where he works, but he works in the industry. What do you call it? The hospitality industry. No, he's not a hooker. Okay, but in the hospitality industry in Nashville, and there was some issues with a room that I was getting for the draft, and I got a chance to talk with him. Great guy, and I told him about the show, and he called in. That's cool. Captain Jack the musician. You're going to have to enlighten me, Chris. Captain Jack the musician. I know the song by Billy Joel, Captain Jack. So you're going to have to. I can Google it. You know, GTS, man, Google that shit. I can do that. Let's see, Captain Jack the musician. So while we're here, line is open. 813-699-0834. 813-699-0834. I'm Googling Captain Jack the musician. Let's see what Google has to say. Captain Jack band. Okay. German Eurodance project formed in Darmstadt, Germany in 1995. Okay. No, I'm definitely not a German band. I do Ich spreche Deutsch sehr gut, aber ein bisschen. YouTube search it. Okay. I did, Chris. I will. Are they a speed metal band? I'll check it out. Captain J. Okay, that's the Mark Lasser, filmed in Frankfurt. So yeah, I'll check it out. I see the picture from Darmstadt. Okay, well, I will check it out. But thanks for checking it. You're in the Army Now. Great song, not speed metal. Okay. Well, I'm a retired Navy chief, so if I'm singing "You're in the Army Now," that would be fun. That's why if you ever look at my when I dress up, you'll see that on my pirate tricorn, I have a big anchor there. Navy Chief retired. I wear my ribbons as well. So yeah, I will look it up though. So but good stuff, right? I will YouTube search it. Thanks for the input. Thank you for commenting, and thanks for being here. Line is open. Oh, okay. Hey, give your sons my best as well, Chris. Again, 22 years in the Navy. I'm still working still working for the military. So literally, my entire life, I've either been a service brat, or I've been in the Navy ROTC. And aside from, I think, in between college and enlisting, and when I was unemployed for about, I think, about 9 months, of my 54 years on this planet, I would say 52 3/4 of them have been military related. How do I feel about OBJ and the Browns? Great question, Mike Beck. Great question. I tell you what, Steeler fans are poo-pooing the Browns. They said, well, look what they did years ago when they were trying to get all of these different people. And look what, Dan Snyder did with the Redskins years ago by buying a team and yada, yada. And it didn't work out. I tell you what, though, with OBJ, with Landry on the other side, although to be honest, it's kind of sketchy with two LSU guys together. Hopefully that they are professional enough that they're not going to do stupid stuff, okay? And that they will be a dynamic duo and not just do stupid things, okay? I think OBJ and Landry there with their tight end, Njoku, I believe, was the tight end. They have a really good dynamic there. They have Bradley Chubb, or not Bradley, Nick Chubb. Sorry, Bradley Chubb's the Bronco, but Nick Chubb, the former Georgia Bulldog, in the backfield, and you got Baker Mayfield, and the beginnings of a really good defense as well. Wow. The Browns are going to be very good this year. I think that they really should win that division. So all these Steeler fans that are poo-pooing them, all these Bengal fans that are just saying, they'll choke. I don't think so. I think the Browns are going to be a playoff winner, a division winner making it to the playoffs this year. So, yeah, I know they were at LSU together. That's what I'm saying. So as long as they stay out of trouble, but that LSU guys scare me as far as getting Duke Johnson. There you go, Tommy. And God forbid I forget about the U. But, yeah, Duke Johnson as running back with Nick Chubb. Browns are going to be very good this year. So that's what I think about that, Mike Beck. Thanks for asking. One son's at Fort Irwin, out in California. Fort Carson, that's in Colorado. Just got back from a combat medic. Bless him. Chris, definitely send my best to your sons. Say the old Navy Chiefs wishes them well, and for especially the combat medic, man. I tell you, when you're out in the shit, you're out in the shit. And combat medics are like gods, because they keep everybody together and they keep people alive. So bless them, sir, and make sure you tell them that. And playoffs, basketball, go Jazz through the Chris. Steelers need more worry about their unity organization. Yep, I tell you what. Mike Tomlin's expiration date was 4 or 5 years ago. And I cannot fathom why he is still coaching in Pittsburgh. They've stopped listening to him years ago. And the problem that they've had in their locker room between Antonio Brown, between Le'Veon Bell, okay, that's just a symptom of what's going on there. And I tell you, the Steelers, I think, are going to implode. Maybe not fully. They got enough good guys on that team that they're not going to fully implode. But hey, they lose to the Raiders consistently. That's my little dig at them. So we'll see about that. But you know what? We were on late. It's almost 11 o'clock. But you know what? Let's go for around 2 hours. Let's go for the 2 hours. Let's have at least one more phone call and hopefully 2 more phone calls. Line is open, 813-699-0834. I'm making sure that I'm not missing anything. Lauren, thanks for coming over as well. Make sure you come over to YouTube. Make sure, got here late, Captain, couldn't find it. On YouTube. Well, okay, I'm going to put the link up there. Guys, the link is there for YouTube, okay? I'll put it. I don't know what else I need to do. The link is there. YouTube.com/C/Captain Jack Rackham Levy. Okay. Pick up an edge rusher. Okay. I'm not liking this. Okay, I'll play, Mr. Is oh, you got your scar. I'm all ears. I think I know where this is going. In fact, let me see here. While you're there, I'm gonna do this. Go to YouTube, and I'm gonna get ready. Because I am ready for you. Okay, Mr. It's just about his scar. Okay. Tell me about how you got your scar. Tell me how you got your scar. Uh-huh. That's what I thought. Well, I'm all ears. Yeah, it's a troll. It's a troll. It's a troll. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. So while we're waiting, let's get a phone call. 813-699-0834. 813-699-0834. I'm waiting. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for me to remove him. I'm just waiting because I know the talk. He's a troll. I don't care. I'll get rid of him. I think he misunderstood me. Okay, well, I'm waiting. Okay, I think there we go. Some real talk. Neil, thank you for coming aboard and getting some real talk. I think he's going to be phone number 4. I tell you what, if Quinnen Williams falls, if Quinnen Williams falls to number 4, he would definitely be my pick. He would be my pick. Okay. Thanks, sir, Neil. Yeah, the audio is better, but unfortunately, my camera work isn't working. This is not the right camera. This is the camera from the computer. So we're working on it. I'm going to work through the bugs, but we'll see it. Do I need a car warranty? No, Chris, I do not need a car warranty. Did I misunderstand you? Sure. Okay. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. Let's get a phone call in here. 813-699-0834. 813-699-0834. We're almost at 150. I'm watching hockey. Yeah. You need a car warranty. Oh, okay. Now I get it. Oh, boy. Yeah, I looked him up. He doesn't exist on YouTube, so it's one of those things. As soon as he comes back, I'm ready. I'm ready. No callers? Bummer. Well, here's the deal then. It's past 11. I'm going to do a full 2 hours. So we got about another 10 minutes to go. I'm gonna at least try to talk that out. There, Mike, thank you for talking real sports. And we talked about this, Frank Clark. Now, Mike, let me ask you a question. Do you really want to trade for a player? And again, Frank Clark is a really good defensive end, okay? The Seahawks are not going to be able to both pay either Clark and Russell Wilson, which is why Russell Wilson has already made inroads pushing the Seahawks, saying he wants his money, okay? But they're not going to be able to pay them both, okay? And we'll see what happens. But do you really want to pay Frank Clark the money that he's going to be wanting in a contract when you didn't pay, or actually the Raiders were going to pay Khalil Mack, but Khalil Mack said no, and he balked at it. So I think this is, I just don't want to do that. I think that the Raiders, if they're smart, they can get their edge rusher. Actually, they can get 2 edge rushers if they play their cards right this year in the draft. I think that if you let them get Montez Sweat, if they get Josh Allen, even if they get Nick Bosa, who hopefully I don't think that they get Clelin Ferrell, there are 4 edge rushers right there, okay? And there's other ones that can do some damage, okay? I think that the Raiders can pick up 2 edge rushers, and why would you trade for Frank Clark if you're a Raider fan? Now, if you're another team, sure, it makes sense to trade for Frank Clark. If you have either capital within your that you need an edge rusher and you're not strapped up against the cap, maybe you go for Frank Clark. But if I'm the Raiders, I want to see what I get in the draft first. I really do. Have I ever played rugby, or have I ever watched rugby? Yeah, I've watched rugby. Chris Roseborough. I've watched it. In fact, my roommate from the Caribbean actually plays rugby over in England in a club team. So it's unique. I mean, it's definitely a man's sport. That's for sure. It's definitely a man's sport. Is he shy? I don't know. I don't know, Mike Beck. He said, I think you misunderstood me. I guess so. But getting back to Mike Sarah, I don't think that the Raiders are going to be trading for Frank Clark. That's just my gut. Because you're going to have to give up probably a 1 to get him. And I read that as well. I just don't think that they would. That's just me, though. All right. It's we got about 6 minutes. So hopefully we'll get a phone call. 813-699-0834. I mean, it's okay. Youngster played football 8 years, rugby 10 years. He likes rugby better. Just joined the club, Colorado Springs. Yeah, I mean, rugby, wow. Rugby players think that football players are pussies because they don't have they don't have all of the pads. I tell you what, the rugby players nowadays, they definitely need to wear at least some of that padding around their head with the way the concussions are. Rugby is definitely a man's game, that's for sure. I mean, I played a game of rugby when I was younger, but I didn't really know all the rules. It was just basically a bunch of people killing each other. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely a nice game. Yeah, and yeah, in fact, there are rugby players that go from professional rugby to go over to they've gone into the professional ranks in professional football because that's how they know how to tackle. They'll definitely kick somebody's ass. Yeah, lots of weird rules. That's for sure. We're coming up again. We're coming up on 155. Looks like we're not going to get any phone calls. That's okay. But for those that were here tonight, thank you for joining me. Get the word out. Okay, Neil, I don't see Nick or Josh get past the Niners and Jets, so Arizona get a quarterback, and we may. Chris, I'm in Florida. Chris. I'm over in the Tampa Bay area. I'll tell you, that's the worst place to be a Raider fan is in Tampa Bay. Because all they do is they say, well, I remember in Super Bowl 37. Yeah, screw you. I like to live in the now, okay? The Raiders have sucked for a while, but I live in the now. I don't just live off of one Super Bowl. But that's me. Brother lives in DeLand. Okay, yeah, I know DeLand real well. I'm from Orlando originally, Chris. So yeah, have your brother call into the show too. No, you had it right. It's DeLand. It's with a capital D. So no, you had it right. DeLand. So again, I want to say thanks for everybody that's joined me. Catch me Sunday on the You Don't Know Jack About Sports show. I will hopefully get the camera fixed because I wasn't going to waste any more time with waiting on this camera to sync, and it didn't sync up. So we'll see you on Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Pacific. Thanks for coming over. Thanks for coming out to the show. Thanks for bearing with me over on Facebook. Remember, if you are on Facebook, find out Sonny takes the green jacket out of Augusta. Yeah, we will. Did I see who was winning the Masters? No, I didn't, Jared. I honestly, I don't really even start watching until Saturday because again, you weed out the guys that shouldn't be there. You get rid of them. And then you got Saturday and Sunday, and you sit down and you watch it on TV, and that's some really good viewing. So no, I don't even know who's winning. I thanks for reminding me. We will talk about it on Sunday's show. Kopka, okay, there you go. Yeah, thanks for subscribing, Chris. Get everybody out there. Mike, Sarah, thanks for the information. There's your answer there, Jared. Kopka is winning, and I know that name, so I know that was the person. Now, even though actually I was watching last weekend with the women, they had a fantastic finish in their event as well. So good times going around. Thanks for joining me on Ask Captain Jack. Come back Sunday night. For the You Don't Know Jack About Sports show. Remember, that show is only until we'll switch over. The Ask Captain Jack show will be going to Sunday nights where it should be anyway. And I see Chris Roseborough subscribe. Thank you there, shipmate. Much appreciated. Get your folks on board here. And we'll talk football. We'll talk hockey. We'll talk baseball. We'll talk rugby. We'll talk whatever you want. You guys and gals are the folks that handle what's going on. So until Sunday night, we'll see y'all next time on Oh, you wanted to golf again. Now, where are you at, Chris? You're in Utah. Wow. Yeah. Well, Utah, I'm sure is cold. But we'll see you out there. Remember, come back on Sunday night. We'll see everybody for the You Don't Know Jack About Sports show on Sunday. Until then, have a great weekend. Get folks out here. We're going to talk sports with the old salty bastard pirate, Captain Jack. So until then, y'all take care over here on Facebook. And y'all take care over here on YouTube. And I'll get the camera fixed, hopefully, so we won't have to worry about this bad camera work. I'm just upset. But we'll see y'all next time, next Sunday, for You Don't Know Jack About Sports. We'll see y'all next time.